Good morning, you're watching KBC Channel 1. This morning, we've been talking about a myriad of issues, including how to treat our domestic pests, especially donkeys. And, Labor Day is just around the corner. Well, now we're shifting gears and talking about ICT. Now, ICT is a sector that has been viewed as catalytic and also an enabler of the economy. Before COVID-19, or rather the first confirmed case here in Kenya, that was on March 13th, President Uhuru Kenyatta has named ICT as an enabler of the achievement of the Big Four agenda. But now shift has changed as far as government is concerned, and government is putting all its best foot forward in as far as stemming the spread of COVID-19. The ICT sector, what role does it have to play? This morning, we're joined by the Principal Secretary, that is Jerom Ochieng, here in studio, to just tell us steps that the ICT sector is taking locally to support government's effort in stemming the spread of COVID-19. Good morning, sir, and welcome.
Good morning, Regina. Thank you very much.
Now, let's start off with the issue of a government's directive that Kenyans use cashless transactions, especially, for example, in their PSVs. That is something that is yet to catch on. Why the lag, and what is the ICT sector, from where you see the ministry, doing to ensure that Kenyans actually go this route to stem the spread of COVID-19?
Well, thank you very much, Regina, for having me. And again, I appreciate this opportunity whereby we'll really talk to our people about some of the progress we're making in this particular space. Cashless transfers, the use of mobile money has really been identified as one of the key areas in trying to stop the spread of the virus. Remember, we keep on talking about keeping social distance, and I appreciate this is more than 2 meters.
Actually, yes, this is 2, this is 2 meters.
Keeping social distance and actually minimizing as much as possible hand-to-hand interaction, which basically would have been the scenario whereby we would be exchanging cash between parties. So I think right from the word go, there was the removal of any cost overhead when amount of monies beyond 1,000 shillings was transferred between parties. Then secondly also was the issues of the increase in the amount of transactional amount that would be conducted over your mobile money wallet within a day, and even the total amount within a month, because the limits were all increased. The idea behind this was really to encourage as many as people as possible to come back to the cashless transfer platform. But I would want to say that as a country, we took this as an initiative that we were lucky enough, because within our systems alone, we had already embedded the infrastructure that was there. We have all 3 mobile network operators with their money transfers, and people are more or less familiar with this kind of transaction. So I would imagine in a situation whereby it was being introduced for the first time, there would have been a lot of resistance. But I see a situation whereby Kenya took it easier, and it was taken up very quickly because of the fact that issues relating to mobile money transfer, we were all familiar with it. So straight to your question, in terms of using this in paying of fare and all that, it's picked up, and certainly I would want to say it is happening more than it used to happen before. But as usual, you all understand, change is normally a process.
Yeah, there's still people who want
there
to
are still people who still want to carry cash. There are still people who believe in cash transaction. But I think with all these incentives, like say, for example, the removal of any fee when somebody is transferring a certain little amount of money, was a real boost and an encouragement for people to go this direction. But I can clearly see that this is picking up, and especially in the transport sector, whereby there is really a lot of hand-to-hand money transfer.
Now, with that, as also that has that puts the question. We see financial institutions like banks have shifted their services to the mobile money, to the mobile platform. Now, how secure are these platforms? You know, given the traction that you're seeing and the mobile money, especially now we know cyber threats